You don't get it. Bodaway wants me dead. I'm dead. No one can protect me.
We start Ringer telling the story of Bridget, who's in witness protection for witnessing a murder. Bodaway Makawi, the Native American crime boss, basically is trying to kill Bridget because she has the key piece of evidence that could implicate him in a murder trial. The night before she's to testify, her life is threatened, so she feels like her only recourse is to run. The only family she has is her identical twin sister, Siobhan, but she hasn't spoken to or seen her in years.
Siobhan takes her own life, and Bridget decides to hide out in her sister's shoes and basically take her identity. But what she doesn't realize is Siobhan's life is worse than her own.
This is your game, Siobhan. I'm just playing by the rules.
She's in a loveless marriage. She finds out that her sister is sleeping with her best friend's husband.
What the hell are you doing?
I just wanted you to know how much I missed you.
And the coup de grace, she finds out that there's a price on her sister's head, too.
Somebody tries to kill Bridget, and in self-defense, Bridget shoots and kills the man. She's left with a dead body that she has to hide in the middle of Manhattan. And on top of that, she has to figure out who was responsible for sending the hitman to kill her sister.
Meanwhile, Agent Machado, who was the FBI agent assigned to her case in Wyoming, is now in New York City questioning Bridget, who he thinks is Siobhan.
I just want to know where Bridget is. Okay, I can help her. And I can help you.
Hello?
Siobhan, we have a problem.
Siobhan is still alive.
I'm pregnant?
Bridget finds out that her sister's pregnant, but since Bridget's pretending to be her sister, now she has to pretend to be pregnant. Meanwhile, the real Siobhan is pregnant, and it's becoming tougher and tougher to hide.
Always had a thing for blondes.
She's playing Tyler in her plan to take down her husband.
And in the fall finale, she tells Tyler that she's pregnant with his baby, even though she believes she is pregnant with Henry's baby.
Oh, that's for sleeping with my husband, you whore.
She's entangled in this affair that her sister had with her best friend's husband, Henry. Gemma, her sister's best friend, is onto the affair, and Bridget is forced to tell her secret, that she's not Siobhan, but she's really Bridget. And right when we think Gemma is going to expose her true identity, she disappears.
At first we think maybe Henry's behind it because he's the one who's cleaning up the crime scene. What we'll learn is he thought Siobhan killed Gemma, and he was basically covering for Siobhan because he still loves her. Ultimately, they realize they have to work together and try to cover up this crime scene.
And it's around this time that we realize the real Siobhan is behind Gemma's disappearance.
Juliet? What the hell, Siobhan? Don't you knock?
We meet Juliet in the pilot, and she causes all sorts of trouble for Bridget. She's bringing drugs into the home.
She gets arrested for a DUI.
And she starts hitting on her English teacher, who she thinks is the one person who believes in her and understands her.
You need to stop this.
If you think I'm flirting with you, stop flattering yourself.
By the fall finale, Juliet claims that Mr. Carpenter sexually assaulted her.
Meanwhile, Bridget's NA sponsor, Malcolm, is still in Rock Springs, and Bodaway Makawi, the Native American crime boss, kidnaps Malcolm to force Malcolm to tell Bodaway where Bridget's whereabouts are.
He manages to escape, and the first place he runs to is Bridget in New York City.
Bridget suffers a concussion, and when they check on the baby, there is no baby.
What happened?
My guess, an ectopic pregnancy.
So, my wife's no longer
pregnant.
That gets Bridget out of a very sticky situation.
And ironically, the loss of the baby brings Andrew and Bridget even closer together.
I love you.
She realizes she's fallen in love with her sister's husband.
I love you too.
Now that Malcolm's in New York, Bridget discovers that he's been using again, and Bridget wants to get him help, so she brings him to the one person who she knows who can help out, which is Charlie.
Who's her NA sponsor in New York City.
Right.
Little does she know that he's really a private eye that's working for Siobhan.
Charlie is holding Gemma hostage in his basement.
The fall finale climaxes with Siobhan coming back to New York City. She finds out that Charlie killed Gemma.
To exact revenge for Gemma's death and to make sure that Charlie doesn't hurt anyone else, Siobhan kills Charlie.
Now, it becomes this mental chess game of sorts where Siobhan is playing Bridget. Bridget doesn't know she's being played because she has no idea that Siobhan is alive.
A lot of fun to be had.